Hey there, world travelers.
Hey there. For those of you that are new here, I'm Tanya.
And I'm Dave.
And we're Turn It Up World.
And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell and make sure it's highlighted to keep up with all of our travels.
So it's been an incredible few days for Dave and I, being able to trek through the mountains of Patabamba and Huchuy Qosqo above the Sacred Valley on one of the less touristy Inca trails, yet extremely beautiful, to being able to stay in the mountains above the clouds with the most incredible indigenous Peruvian couple you'd ever want to meet, Wilma Carne and Nemesio Quispe, who invited us into their home. They cooked for us. They basically showed us their ways, and we are eternally grateful. And let me say this, they had some of the most incredible views and sunrises you'd ever want to see. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely go check out that video. So now we're going to quickly explore some of the ancient ruins on our way back down this mountain, because we have to catch a train. We have to catch the Peru Rail in Ollantaytambo to get to Aguas Calientes.
Inside of one of the Inca palaces where they traditionally had, I guess rituals you would call them. Each window that you see throughout this palace had a different offering to Mother Earth and the spirits, things of that nature. And just it's incredible how you can see some of the architectural detail of the Incas still exists, and some of the mud and how they built it back in those traditional times.
What we have here is a large reservoir that would hold water for the farms below. If you look below, there's all kinds of terrace levels just going down. It's hard to see actually from this angle, but you can see it from below. But this was just some incredible work where they were just, collect the water, and then you'd see it would flow out through these basically type aqueducts down to the terraces below, which is pretty incredible work.
So here we have, this is the bedroom of the Inca king. And if you look at the stonework, it's just absolutely incredible how there's no grooves in between. Perfectly fit together. Just like mastermind architect,
amazing.
And it's incredible. And this here was the grand room of the Inca king. Absolutely stunning. Nice bedroom. Big bedroom.
Right. Yeah.
That's a 2-floor, right?
2 floors.
Yes, 2 floors.
To hold his many wives.
Yeah.
It's good to be the king.
Funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized. For me, you were a part of life that escaped and left me outside.
We're now at Tuna Pop restaurant here in Urubamba, Peru. Just came back from our homestay, so this is quite a contrast to that, I gotta say. We kind of came from totally authentic kind of Inca homestay to just a mass tourist place where there's all kind of buses and tour buses in the parking lot. But the food is really good. It is all buffet style.
I'm definitely going to try some of those desserts before we head off to our train, which is going to take us to Aguas Calientes, to rest up and relax before our next adventures. Okay, so right now we are at the Flipside Hotels here in Peru. So right up there, way up there is the Flipside Hotels that are so booked up that not everyone, it takes a long time before you could actually stay in one of those guys. Dave and I were supposed to do this
adventure trek up top to those and then zip line down, but we chickened out, so we weren't gonna do that. But this is where they are here in Peru. Way up there. Yeah, tell me you would do that. Would you do that? Would you climb all the way up there and do that? Yeah, leave it in the comments below if that's something you would definitely do, or maybe not. Now at the Peru Rail, getting ready to head to
Machu Picchu.
Yes.
Actually, Aguas Calientes.
Aguas
really.
Calientes.
Yeah.
We're leaving from the station called Ollantaytambo, and it is a really busy station.
That's crazy.
So many people, every which direction. It's like this is like the train that folks take, the basic train, I guess, to
Oh yeah.
Machu Picchu.
The height of tourism here in Peru.
Yeah.
Right?
Next round of adventures, here we come.
Okay.
Here we are.
All
We're
right.
on Peru Rail heading to Aguas Calientes. Ow! Now we have to say, taking the Peru Rail Vista train from Ollantaytambo to Aguas Calientes was definitely worth it. What was nice about this train is that each cart had these really large windows on both sides, but they also had glass on the roof, which allowed you to almost experience a panoramic view of all the incredible sights you were about to see along the train ride.
As strange as it may sound, when I'm still, things seem to come around. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control.
Now, the tickets are a bit pricey. Per person, they roughly range 280 soles, which is about $85. But depending on your schedule, they do offer promotions on certain times and trains. And we've seen anywhere from 20% to 49% off the tickets. What was nice about the tickets that we had is they offered snacks and beverage service, which was included in that ticket. Now, I'm not sure if that applies to the discount tickets. You'll have to do some research online to make sure that's the case or not the case. Now, let me tell you guys, we definitely took advantage of the snacks and beverage service. Now, there was one other thing missing from this beautiful panoramic view train ride, which was the cocktail. So we definitely ordered a couple cocktails to go along with those amazing views. I had a delicious pisco sour, and Dave enjoyed an ice cold Peruvian beer. Now that's our jam. Another thing is the train ride is about an hour and a half long, and it can be a bit noisy and making it tough for conversation, but having those cocktails in hand and those amazing views definitely made up for it. Oh, and we met a really nice French couple who invited us to visit them in Casablanca. So say hi. We just might take them up on that.
And that you were still a friend of mine. Our story wasn't over yet, and no one can tell what's coming next. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control. I'm running at the speed of light, trying to seize everything I desire. But as strange as it may sound, when still things seem to come around. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control. The journey is not ours to control.
are finally checked into our hotel, Sierra Andina. And would you take a look at this view here in Aguas Calientes? It is really loud out here. If you walk out to our own little private balcony, but come on, it doesn't get any better than this here. You got the running rivers flowing, the beautiful mountains. Man, it's just incredible here. So we're gonna go freshen up a bit, check out something to eat. We got a couple recommendations, so we're gonna see what those are about. But right now, I need to freshen up. Dave needs to freshen up before we get ready to hit this town.
Aguas Calientes is basically the stopping ground for tourists before heading to Machu Picchu, and many Machu Picchu tour guides will recommend staying in Aguas Calientes for at least one night. Nestled inside an enclave of mountains, there's an abundance of shops and hotels. And let me just say the hotels there are not cheap. Example, the hotel that we stayed in, the Sierra Andina Principal, roughly ranged about $200 a night. And you would think with that kind of price tag, you would have some decent internet in your room. Nope, there was no internet in the room. You had to use it in a common area, and it was awful. So if you have to get some work done using the internet, I would suggest you book a different hotel. So for dinner, Dave and I chose to eat at a highly rated restaurant called Mapacho. And Mapacho's supposed to have pretty decent food, along with pretty decent prices. I think you pay for a full meal between $8 and $15, so not bad. Unfortunately, it's pretty loud in there between the people and the running water of the river outside. Not only can you not get conversation in unless you're screaming at the top of your lungs, but we couldn't actually give you or share with you guys our opinion of the food items we ordered on the spot. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them right now. So the first that we ordered was an appetizer, which was really good. Now that was a great start. It was a wonton roll with cheese inside, and it was on top of like a avocado or guacamole dipping spread, which was really tasty. Dave got a beef dish with like a chili risotto. And unfortunately, it looked really good, but it wasn't good at all. I mean, it was just no flavor and no taste really to the meat or the risotto. And I, on the other hand, got this kind of battered pork dish, which looked super good and tasty with the corn and the potato, but it also didn't really have much flavor, with the exception that the pork was super salty, so hard to enjoy overall. So our opinion overall of the restaurant was, just okay, but hey, it did what it was supposed to do. It took care of our hunger for the night, so now we can go back to our room, chill out and unwind, and get ready for Machu Picchu. Oh, and the Temple of the Sun. Now that should be fun. All right, we'll see you on the road, world travelers.
I guess we need the key to open it.
I know, we could use it.